Good day, everyone. Today, I will discuss the issues and trends in mathematics assessment. Mathematics assessment is an important part of teaching and learning because it helps teachers measure students' understanding, monitor progress, and identify areas that need improvement. However, there are several challenges that affects effectiveness of assessment. At the same time, new trends are emerging to make assessment more meaningful and beneficial for learners. In this presentation, I will discuss three issues and three trends in mathematics assessment, their effects on students' learning, and possible solutions. Issue number one, over-reliance on traditional tests. One common issue in mathematics assessment is the heavy use of traditional tests, such as multiple choice examinations and written quizzes. How does it affect student learning? Traditional tests often focus on memorization and procedural skills rather than conceptual understanding. As a result, students may learn formulas without fully understanding how and why they work. Possible solutions are teachers should incorporate open-ended questions, problem-solving tasks, and performance-based assessments that allow students to explain their thinking and reasoning. Other supporting evidence that came from the National Council of Teachers of Mathematics, or the NCTM. They emphasizes that effective assessment should measure reasoning, problem solving, and mathematical communication, not just correct answers. So moving on, we have the second issue, the mathematics anxiety, another issue in mathematics anxiety, which refers to the fear of stress students experience when solving mathematical problems or taking examinations. So how does it affect student learning? Students who experience anxiety often struggle to concentrate during tests, even when they understand the lesson. Anxiety can negatively affect their performance and confidence. For possible solutions, teachers can use formative assessment to provide positive feedback and create supportive classroom environment where mistakes are viewed as opportunities for learning. Supporting evidence. As supporting evidence, I have found a research by Ashcraft and Cross in 2007 found that mathematics anxiety can interfere with working memory, making it harder for students to solve problems effectively. Moving on to a third issue is the lack of authentic assessment. Many mathematics assessments do not connect learning to real-life situations. So how does it affect students' learning? So students may see mathematics as disconnected from everyday life, leading to reduced motivational and engagement. So possible solutions are teachers can use projects, investigations, and real-world problem solvings, activities that demonstrate the practical value of mathematics. And as supporting evidence, I found out that educational studies have shown that authentic assessments increase student engagement and help learners apply mathematical concepts in real-life context. Trends in mathematics assessment. Our first trend is formative assessment. What is the trend about? Formative assessment involves checking students' understanding throughout the learning process rather than only at the end of a lesson or unit. The examples include exit tickets, short quizzes, classroom discussions, and others. And for the advantages, it provides immediate feedback, identifies misconceptions early, and it supports continuous learning improvement. And for its limitations, it requires time and careful planning and can increase teachers' workload. So the question is it applicable in Philippine classrooms? The answer is yes. Formative assessment is highly applicable because it aligns with the learner-centered approach promoted in Matatag curriculum. Supporting evidence, Black and Williams research found that formative assessment significantly improves student achievement. The second trend is performance-based assessment. So, what is this trend about? Students demonstrate learning throughout projects, investigations, presentations, and real-world mathematical tasks. Its advantages measures deeper understanding, it develops critical thinking and problem-solving skills, and, and it encourages creativity. And for its limitations, it is time-consuming to prepare and assess. It requires clear scoring rubrics. So the question is it applicable in Philippine classrooms? And the answer is yes. It supports competency-based learning and helps students develop higher-order thinking skills. As supporting evidence, the NCTM recommends performance-based assessment as an effective way to evaluate mathematical proficiency. The third trend is technology-based assessment. So what is the trend about? Technology-based assessment uses digital tools and platforms to assess student learning. The examples are Google Forms, quizzes, or the IZZ, the Kahoot, and lastly, the learning management systems, or the LMS. Its advantages are it provides instant feedback, and it makes assessment more interactive. And also, it helps teachers collect and analyze data efficiently. Limitations: it requires access to devices and internet connectivity, and technical issues may interrupt assessment. And that's it. And thank you for listening.